All right, so we will go. Both opponents will be playing their second choice decks. This is Dunkoro and Petitbot. I'm going to bring them up on my player tracker here. Let's see, Dunkoro. All right. Ooh, Dunkoro will likely be playing the Pink Fraud. This deck is actually awfully famous in the Keyforge competitive community. He has won many. Dunkoro has won several Vault Tours with the Pink Fraud. So I am very excited to watch the Pink Fraud in action with the master himself behind it. Ooh, Pink Fraud opening with double Battle Fleet, one other Mars cards in hand. Reveal any number of Mars cards. For each card reveal this way, draw one card. Mars excels in situational burst draw like this that you need to set up for, then you can go into. Petitbot now on their stronger deck of the two that they really enjoy. Logosarian and Shadows from Worlds collide. Double Axiom of Grisk, Eddy, and Universal Keylock. Going to be a very interesting match here. Dunkoro starting off with a lab work, wanting to see more Mars cards, and archiving a Battle Fleet, a great choice to wait for a more opportune moment there. Petitbot opening with a great Logos turn, Hologramophone for warding creatures, Eddy 4x4 for increasing key cost, and an archive. Poison Wave, Relentless Whispers takes that Eddy 4x4 right out. Takes it right out, and we are right back to Petitbot's turn. I anticipate this being a faster match here, or a fast-played match. A few interesting things about our competitors. So Petitbot has the most plays of the card Drumble on the CrucibleTracker.online, or on the CrucibleTracker.com, which tracks plays of cards across on KIPtournaments.com. So he loves Dis. No Dis in this deck, but that is okay. We had a Shadows turn, Customs Office, which is great punishment for playing artifacts. Breaker Hill, enabling his neighbors to steal. Brent the Fanatic, giving the opponent an Amber on go, but then a destroyed steal 3. Interesting situation. Dunkoro's already up to check for their first key. Oh, and all right, so what happened there? I took a second to see if I could get somebody to help out with that, but it was determined not to matter by Dunkoro. What happened there was an error with our client, KIPtournaments.com. They clicked Battle Fleet has you select cards to reveal, and then you draw additional cards based off how many you revealed. But that did not happen for some reason. He selected the cards, and then it didn't happen. And they decided that wasn't worth it. They played their key abduction, having enough Amber, enough cards in hand to forge a key at 7. So we are over to Petitbot's turn. They are a key behind, 5-ish Amber. They are a key behind, so we'll see what they do. Dunkoro representing Team SAS of the luxurious play style. Petitbot representing the French Keyforge Association, or AFK. Both teams had players. Both teams had both of their players move down to the secondary bracket here. So both fighting tooth and nail to keep their teams in the running. But everybody is on their stronger decks at this point. So these are going to be very interesting matchups. Perhaps even some higher powered games going on in this bottom bracket here. Let's see if we can find another term for it besides loser's bracket. So we had a fairly straightforward Saurian turn, just Paraguardian and Odak the Partition, no Amber to capture. Dunkoro playing Reverse Time, swapping their deck and discard pile, shuffling their deck, playing Interdimensional Graft for an Amber, And that's their turn. Both players just kind of playing some cards out, getting a little bit of established board or amber, and then moving on. So back to Petitbot. They're certainly not out of this yet. They are. They were about this far behind, just looking at keys and amber, as they were, as he was in the match with. Oh my God! I'm so sorry. Somebody should. I'm so sorry. All right. So sorry about that all. I have everything muted to stream, so my apologies all. My apologies. Yes, so MegCamp Arm happens to be in the living room from me. MegCamp Arm, feel free to come knock on the door if that happens again, because that is not what we want. Okay, fortunately this is being recorded locally, so the game is going to be recorded for posterity. Unfortunately, our players are taking a bit of time to think about their actions here, so we're going to be okay in the long term. My apologies, everybody, for that, and thank you to Keyfort for sending me a message also about the stream issue. Okay, March Forge's keys in the chat as well. Thank you all for bearing with me there. This is the technically second or third time I've ever streamed, so we're learning. Appreciate that there. So going over that turn, it was a pretty decent logos turn. Universal key lock, making keys cost more amber for a while. Information exchange to Seal One, Sanitation Engineer, Santa Daughter, and Hologramophone to establish a bit more of a board, bit more draw. Warded the Daughter. Dunkoro with a big Shadows turn. Call up the Archon Shadows, of course, excelling at stealing. He plays that quite efficiently. Urchin to steal one, routine job to steal one. Stealing an additional one with a routine job. Nerve Blast, Pawn Sacrifice. Man, to clear the board a bit and get his own amber up. Starting to threaten that second key. Bingo Bang Bang. I can say Bingo Bang Bang if we need it. If we need Bingo Bang Bang. All right, Petitbot considering their next move here. Unfortunately, they have been kept drained of their amber. They have a decent board position. They've got a Warded Daughter. Then Bren the Fanatic to steal when they need to, which they could hit with that Axiom of Grisk. So they've got some options here. Ronnie Risk Clocks would steal one, Inky Gloom, Oubliette. A lot of those don't really do much. A lot of those don't really do much at the moment. Thank you to Keyfort for the message about the stream earlier on Twitter. The Bomb bracket was their suggestion for what we call the losers bracket. Bomb bracket. Fun kind of softens the word losers there a little bit, especially because, I mean, this bracket is where we get to see the pink fraud, ladies and gentlemen. That is my, if anything, that would be my argument for why we go away from loser, because pink fraud, you can't really call this deck a loser, especially piloted by its pilot Dunkoro here. Oh, Blazing Archon in the chat, hello. Sad you can't stay for long, but thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it. So, Petitbot going into, let's see, Golden Spiral. Wow, that other side of the board is empty, so I got confused for a moment. That's so funny. We've got Raider Gleam increasing key cost, Golden Spiral setting up for the future here. This is the kind of board that can help you come back with a Saurian board here, unless Dunkoro has answers. And, ladies and gentlemen, we see in his hand Dunkoro does have answers. Dunkoro just playing out Shadow's turn to play out some damage, get rid of that Daughter, Relentless Whispers of the Daughter, get up to 8 amber and check. And let's see here, we've got Irani Risk Clocks and to trust no one, so we can, Petitbot, he can keep Dunkoro of Team SAS-LP off of the key here, which is likely his strongest move on a future turn. On a future turn, he could He can Axiom of Grisk, which would take out a number of his creatures, but he can Reap with Paraguardian. He can kill the Bren the Fanatic with the Axiom. Got the Trust No One, stealing one, Huggermonger capturing one. He must be saving the Rani Risk Clock, because Petitbot could have stolen 2 with the Rani. And remember, keys... Oh, well, keys are costing 9, so actually, technically, Dunkoro was not at check. So, yeah, he is saving the Hawk, saving the Rani. Saving the Hawk, saving the Rani, because keys cost 9. And then as soon as a key is made... as soon as... yes, yeah, Dunkoro... Yeah, Petitbot of AFK. It could be Petitbot, but... give me a moment. We have the issue. Can resolve it properly. Offering to get the judge there. Dunkoro seems to just be charging ahead. Here. Honestly, sacrificing quite an advantage. Okay, well, a lot of confidence coming from Dunkoro there. A lot of confidence. So check at 9. Yeah. Check at 9. So what I was saying earlier about Universal Key Lock increases the key cost by 3 for both players, but once a key is forged, Universal Key Lock gets destroyed. So whoever forges first is spending 3 extra amber. Then anybody who forges after that is at a regular amount. So Dunkoro is at check at 9. There is a Rani wrist clocks that can steal 2 if he is... yes, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it French. Checking it here. Yes, yeah, I'm keeping it French, Petitbot. As I took just enough French to be dangerous and have my eyes rolled at me by French people and francophones everywhere. All right, so we've got our Saurian turn. Phalanx Strike. Excellent. Using the Phalanx Strike to kill his own Bren the Fanatic, which has destroyed Steal 3, which is great. So he's stealing 3, keeping Dunkoro off of that key. And it looks like Petitbot is going to go for forging that first key off of Universal Key Lock and just not letting Dunkoro get that key, committing himself to generating 3 more amber than Dunkoro to win from behind. All other things being equal, of course, anything can change. So a bold strategy, but one, if he's trying to go for the win here, if he's trying to really eke it out, then I've got to hand it to him. These are best of 1 rounds. Each round is just best of 1 35-minute rounds. So there will be, I believe, 8 rounds total. Call of Discovery, myself will be casting 5 of them. Yep, there's the Miasma. Dunkoro going into Shadows. Coda Shadows having such power to steal and interrupt those keys. So Petitbot sitting at 12 amber. Not going to forge a key at the beginning of this turn. If they end up forging before Dunkoro, they'll be forging at 9, leaving themselves with only 3 amber after that. Yes, so Petitbot certainly doesn't have the game quite out of reach. I would not call this game over. I don't quite have the confidence level of Dunkoro in this one, but we'll see what happens. Dunkoro does know his deck, does know his matchups. So we will see what happens. Going into Logos, just have a few things to play out here. Titan Guardian to protect that Raider Galeem, which increases key costs for the cost of an Exalt, putting Amber onto it. Eddy 4x4, archiving 1 card. Opponent's keys cost +1 for each card in your archives. So for Dunkoro, keys currently cost 10 with an option of going to 13. For Petitbot, they cost 9. Whoever forges first will have that universal key lock destroyed. So looks like we have a hologramophone choice to make. That is Petitbot's, I believe, their last action this round. No Omni abilities. Just figure out what to do with that hologramophone. Action award a creature. Let's see who they use it on. The Raider Gleam. Smart choice. That is protecting the Raider Gleam in case they exalt it, putting an amber on that, which would go to Dunkoro if he blows it up. But between the taunt and the ward, that is really going to help. Thank you, chat, for being lovely. All right, we've got Dunkoro going into library access turn. This infamous card, amazing card. For the remainder of the turn, each time you play another card, draw another card, and then you purge library access. So, already going really fast here. Interdimensional Graft, Wild Wormhole, into a Squawker, Stunning Raider Gleam, Reverse Time, drawing a card, swapping their deck and discard pile, which then puts all of those cards back into his very small deck, including Wild Wormhole. Yes, so that is a whole lot of amber stolen, and keys cost, not even key costs increased. Yep, so the interdimensional graft he played, Petitbot forged a key. All of the extra amber went to Dunkoro. Dunkoro now at 17 amber, keys costing 7, more than enough to close it out, just at that current cost. Hawk to destroy, Spectral Tunneler, gaining an amber. Too much to protect. Great move there. Great move there. So busy looking at the board, keeping us on top of what's going on. I hadn't even quite ID'd. That there. Yes, there's another interdimensional graft. Yes, good eye. Good eye there. Hyper 946. So this is they are trading giant piles of amber back and forth with too much to protect and interdimensional graft, and depending on what Petitbot draws into here, can't quite see that card, can't quite see their deck. Depending on what he draws into here, Petitbot might run out of options. Going to Shadows. There's a miasma there. Yep. Poison Wave to pop wards, put some damage on creatures, forgive my lunch burps. Poison Wave, Pawn Sacrifice to take out a couple creatures, I'm assuming Eddie and Raider. We'll see what Dunkoro decides here, though. Okay, 2 others. Very interesting. Nerve Blast on the Eddie so he can get the steal off of the Eddie. Routine job. So Petitbot has miasma, so he skips his Forge a Key step, so that will not be happening. Let's see, is that 2 times interdimensional graft? I think it is just 1, but what happened was he played Reverse Time. He swapped his deck in his discard pile, so interdimensional graft went into his discard pile, and then his discard pile turned into his deck. So that's what happened there. Oh, and I seem to have lost the discard pile. There we go. So Dunkoro at 14 amber, check for his second key. Dunkoro, yes, I said Dunkoro. Dunkoro, all of these European names tripping over my tongue as a American with less exposure. So Petitbot has forged their blue key. They have 7 amber, which, given the current situation, does put them at check for their final key, and I see chat is starting to root for Petitbot here as a bit of the underdog because of how this game started and the pink fraud being so infamous. The pink fraud being so infamous. There is a miasma in Dunkoro's hand, which, if somebody who's not spending energy on commentating does the math, I'm not sure. Dunkoro, so Dunkoro is from Poland. Can bring up my player stats here. Dunkoro is from Poland, has taken several first-placed Vault Tours, 2. They are a programmer, used to be a top Gwent player. Yes, and they are a programmer by trade. So, catching up with Petitbot here, a Saurian turn, removing a stun from Raider Galeem, a great move to make sure that key cost increase mechanic is on hand, going into the final turns here. Axiom of Grisk, blows up the Titan Guardian, drawing 2 cards. Gotta say, I think that's a great move there. The Trisarian Legionary, of course, probably, I believe, would ward it itself. No, warded the Raider Galeem. Interesting. Not quite able to keep up with Petitbot's wonderful Saurian turn here. Playing Tribute. Yes, Tribute. Okay, what happened there was, it happened very fast, but Tribute, the most powerful friendly creature, captures 2. And then they did that to the Pterodactyl. Play 6 Emperor Tyrannosaurus to destroy the Pterodactyl and give Petitbot all of the amber there. If Petitbot takes this, then Dunkoro will be out of the game, having eaten their own words, turning down the chance for the judge to come in. Although we do have in hand... Okay, Dunkoro into the Battle Fleet turn. If Dunkoro passes up... Okay, Battle Fleet worked correctly there. This would be the one time Dunkoro should not pass up the chance to have Blinking Line come over and make sure this functions right. Okay, double Battle Fleet. Went into the key abduction before gaining more amber. We are not playing misclicks, and they're calling it GG. Ladies and gentlemen, from behind, Petitbot takes it from behind after a very confident chat from Dunkoro. Wow, that was quite a comeback. Petitbot winning just barely, that back and forth with too much to protect. Interdimensional Graph, the 2 biggest cards in the game, for throwing piles of amber at each other, both of them equipped with many of them. Dunkoro recycling their own. Dunkoro, half of Team SAS of the Luxurious Playstyle, knocked out of the Glorious Few. The Glorious Few have become fewer. Petitbot for AFK, the French Keyforge Association, moving on with the agent of Ratcot. That was a wonderful, wonderful game there by Petitbot. Very impressive play. Yes, this is 2-deck survival. Blazing Archon, which means all players bring 2 decks. You pick 1 deck to play first. As soon as you lose with it, you go down to the bomb bracket and you play your second deck. Most people are playing their strongest deck in the second slot. There are varying ideas for what kind of decks to play in what slot, so that varies player by player. Let's see. I am not going to approach Petitbot about an interview just yet, because these matches have been finishing awfully quickly, and they might get started. They might get started pretty fast here. We went straight on to the next match last time, so we are going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens with that. We can actually, let's see here.